Hello and good morning. You're welcome to this wonderful Friday morning edition of the AM show. We'll start as always with some inspiration. Here is your message from the morning man. My son Fifi is a chatterbox of the first order. You just cannot shut him up. He has questions about everything. He starts in the morning and literally only shuts up when there's food in his mouth or when he finally falls asleep. His favorite question is why? He asks that about everything. Why do I have two grandfathers? Why does water come out of the tap? Why is the ground hard? Why do I have to go to school? Why do you have to go to work? Why did that woman call you the morning man? Why am I not the morning boy? On and on and on and on and on. Now one day I decided to turn the tables on him. Before he could ask the next why question, I chipped in with one of my own. I said, Fifi, why do you ask so many questions? Well, because I want to know things, he replied, rolling his eyes as if the answer should be the most obvious thing in the world to me. But why would you want to know things? I rejoined, determined to keep the pressure on him for a change. Oh, because I want to be like you, he said with his sweet, toothless smile. That little charmer always knows the right thing to say. But I wasn't done. Why do you want to be like me? I asked with an innocent, albeit toothy grin of my own. The little corn man looked at me with his big brown eyes and said, because you always know what to do. Yeah, I melted. The boy had finished me. Now, you know me, right? I'm always looking out for lessons to learn from every encounter. And this was no exception. For me, the big takeaway from the little charm workshop that my son took me through was that smart people ask questions. And it is the smartest question, which is why. Okay? Questions yield knowledge, and being smart is all about knowing how to apply knowledge. So, well, how on earth can you apply knowledge if you don't have any? Now, in other parts of the world, we often don't ask why. In our part of the world, forgive me, we often don't ask why. Now, I don't know what it is, but even from childhood, we are discouraged from questioning. I was exactly like Fifi at his age, and many of my teachers called me rude and disrespectful for interrupting them with my questions. Thank God I had parents who are not only smart enough to get me answers in the Google free era of the 80s and 90s, but they also encouraged me to keep asking questions. And today, I've made a career out of it. But our society still shies away from asking questions, and it's the reason why we are where we are today. Our religious leaders feed us false prophecies, step on our pregnant stomachs with their designer shoes, and flog our children in public, and we never ask why. Our political leaders drive to our villages in a convoy of V8s to tell us there is no money to provide us with common water to drink, and we never ask why. Our lecturers tell us that the only acceptable answers are the ones from their self-authored, overpriced handouts, and we never ask why. Our traditional leaders sell off the lands of our heritage by the acre to galamsey operators who share the proceeds of their crimes with them, while depleting our natural resources and poisoning our water for good measure. And we never ask why. Journalists consistently bring us one side of the story, the side that pays the most, and insist that that is the whole truth, and we never ask why. The truth, my friend, is that the only thing standing in the way of our development as a society is a well-placed question or two. Smart people ask questions, and the smartest question is why. Those who cheat us rely on our inability to ask questions. They think we are too stupid to ask why. So they feed us all manner of drivel and call it truth. Now, I'm not stupid. I know you are not stupid either. But I can't ask all the questions myself, so you're going to have to chip in. Ask some questions. Why are there no bins in our communities? Why is the pastor being driven in a Range Rover when his church members can't pay their children's school fees? Why am I being taught by a lecturer who hasn't got a clue what is happening in the industry I'm training to operate in? Why is the city failing to hold its own these past few months? And even though the government is failing to fix it, why are they telling me to be thankful that they are failing slightly better than their predecessors? It is mentally lazy to simply accept what you are told, even when it clearly makes no sense. And God knows we are not lazy people. So let's ask some questions. Now that's what smart people do. My name is Kojo Yankson. And I have a question or two. Good morning, Ghana.